Right now, I look so antisocial because I am at a birthday party and it's way too loud for me. They have a backyard, beautiful home, but it is way too loud for me to be able to enjoy celebrating. So I found a spot in the front of the house, peaceful by myself. And these are some of the things that happen when you deal with overstimulation. And I feel really bad, but I know if I don't take care of it, it will be so much worse. And it's a little warm out here, but it's better than being in there. And I felt like my head was about to pop off. Like, no lie, I was just so overwhelmed. So I had to make the decision to instead be out here. I do plan on going back in there because I don't want to be this way. I just feel better out here. I did try to go into the backyard, but then the party just ended up migrating out there too, and I need to make sure that I don't overdo it and not be able to function tomorrow. Luckily, the sun's not out, so I can be out here, and I think that I'll be okay. It's just another element to being chronically ill that we have to work through. Hey, so I have been kind of busy this week doing a lot of different things, which has been nice, but also not so much. Let me give you the first little bit of what happened. I totally forgot to refill one of my meds, one of my most important meds, which is Plaquenil. That's my lupus medication. It helps me not have the lupus arthritis and just so many different things that go into it. So I realized it on a Friday. I thought I had a bottle ready to go because usually I get it like halfway through when I'm almost out, but I didn't have the refill. So it was on Friday and it was the last refill. So I had to call the doctor to get them to put it in a refill, and that takes time. Then it has to get filled. Long story short, it ended up being about a week of me not taking Plaquenil, and my body, wow, like my body needs it. That's a whole other part that bothers me, that realizing that I will need this med for the rest of my life and that I am dependent on a medication. It's like, it really messes with my brain. And I'm trying to work that out, but to get so many of the symptoms within that week time of me not being on Plaquenil, I was really shocked. I actually wrote down some of what I was feeling because I didn't want to forget how I felt, and I wasn't ready to be on camera to say it. So I wrote just a little post-it of stuff to go over. So I was having aches again. Like, I'm always achy and in pain, but it was on a different level. It almost felt like my inside of my bones hurt, and it was this dull ache that no matter what I took, it didn't go away. And I always struggle like sleeping on my hips because it hurts, but without the medicine, it was like it burned and hurt, and there was no comfortable way to adjust. The heating pad was just a little bit of help, but it really just was intense, constant aching, and it never subsided. Also, I ended up getting, and I do get nose sores and mouth sores and stuff like that, but I ended up getting a pretty gnarly one in my nose that was really uncomfortable. I don't know how to describe a nose sore to somebody. It always just feels like something is like in there and you're like constantly trying to fix it, or I don't know. It just, like, sometimes it feels like you gotta blow your nose and there's nothing, like, because it's the sore, it's stuck in your nose, and it's gross. And I ended up getting a nice mouth sore. Okay, sorry, I'm distracted because right now we just got an emergency warning for severe dust storm, and I'm slowly seeing it get darker and darker outside. So, yeah. One of the first things I started noticing was my legs were weak, and I thought it was due to like maybe the surgery that I had, but I felt like it was hard for me to support my weight on my legs, and it was just very odd. I haven't felt that in a long time, and it took me a while to even realize that was because I was not on Plaquenil. Honestly, all of this took me a while. I was just, there's been so much going on that I really didn't realize that a week had gone by without me taking it until it finally got refilled, and I was like, and I got the notification. I was like, oh my gosh, that's what it is. My lower back was hurting again and aching, which it's been manageable for a very long time. Manageable and just hurting are two different things for me, because I can manage it and then it can spike, and then I can manage it and then it can spike. But when I don't have that medication, it's just constant. It doesn't feel like there's anything to really ease it. And it honestly, I guess that would be called a flare, but it just feels like I am feeling completely symptomatic, like I'm not taking the meds that help reduce the symptoms. Okay, so the symptoms definitely slowly came back. Let me see. Oh, another thing that happened. So as you know, I got my steroid injections, by the way. Amazing. For the first time, and I don't know how long, I was able to carry this purse. It's my heavy purse. This is one of my favorite purses, and I can never carry it because it's like, this is real raw leather, and it's usually way too heavy for my shoulder. It's still heavy, but the pain is not so prevalent where I can get to the car, from the car to the cart to put it in. Before, it was like such a job. And so, yeah, yay. But sensitivity to light is another thing that happens when you have migraines, but it also happens when you have lupus for some people. And yeah, I was definitely, you saw in the last video, I was wearing blue light glasses, and there was a lot of things that I just needed it to be really dim to no light in my house. And yeah, I realized that it's because I wasn't taking my meds, and it definitely affected me. Also, my skin started getting really itchy, and that is because I have photosensitivity. So if I'm out in the sun, I am gonna have some type of reaction. So a lot of things started coming up, and that was within 6 days. I was about to say 5, but I'm pretty sure that was 6 days. Yeah, 6 days. And I just was kind of upset with myself because I should have realized, but again, with so much going on, it totally left my brain. I have had in the last week, so last week we had 5 family birthdays, including my son's, and he had a huge milestone birthday. So it's been a lot. And it's been nonstop. And I've been able to maintain, which I'm really proud of, especially with having surgery. And I've been able to do little things like cook dinner. Like, that feels so good to be able to do. But making mistakes like that can really be costly for someone that is chronically ill. So I'm very thankful that once I started getting my dosage regular and back up, I stopped having the symptoms and I didn't go into a deeper flare, because that would have been so unfortunate. I am having some unfortunate issues from having the surgery. I'm okay. I have talked to the doctor. I'm okay, but it's just like, okay, I am trying to manage what I can. Good news is my POTS has been very manageable. Like, I've been able to be up and doing things without feeling like I am going to have an episode, and I am doing all I can. I have like organized so many parts of my house. I have been up trying to do as much as possible, because I know it's not going to last forever. Though we would love to, I know it's not going to last forever. Sorry, my wrist is starting to hurt. One thing good about the injections is I have noticed that I don't need ibuprofen as much. So it really is blocking it from coming up and hurting. One of my things that always tell me, though, it's time for ibuprofen is my wrist starts hurting. And usually that's like my indication, like, okay, time for a dose. But if I could just wear this and not have to consume ibuprofen, that's what I will do, because I prefer not taking it. And I was actually gonna inquire about, is there anywhere else I can get injections that might help me? Because I feel, for once, maybe I'm on the right track of the right management and balance of stuff. There was a point when I was really sick that, of course, I got out of that horrible flare, but now it's been just like a continuous kind of like just making it, being okay enough. And it would be really, really nice if I could elevate and do better. Okay, so now it's time for me to do what I can and just be appreciative that I get the chance to show how I'd be if I was healthier. I always am like, if only, like, I don't know, there's always this like tinge of like me feeling people feel like I'm like taking advantage of them, or I don't appreciate it, or I don't do my part. So even if I do too much, I'm gonna go after it right now. I'm gonna do all that I can do. So yeah, let's do the dang thing. so good. I don't eat mine with chicken and I don't get the corn, but oh my gosh, it's crazy because I'm eating this in the summer, but my daughter requested it. It's her favorite, so I made it and I'm enjoying it a lot. I think I have a new store that I really, really like, and it's called Daiso. I am sure a lot of people know what Daiso is, but I went there for my second time, and they have so many cute pouches, and I love pouches. I love pouches, and they're like the plastic clear ones. Oh, I was just having so much fun going through everything, and then I was like, hold up, let me record a little bit and share this magnificent store because it's so inexpensive too. I loved it. I had such a good time. I'll have to show you guys my haul. It's very small, but looking at it all, I love it. I don't like bringing a lot of stuff into my house, like I've said, but looking, yeah, I was having so much fun.
Lover with you, love with you, feel so true, feel so new. Love with you, every moment just me and you. Every day is shining bright. In your eyes I see the light. Laugh and dance through the night. Can't believe this feels so right. Love with you feels like a dream. Never wanna wake, it seems. Holding hands under the stars. With you I can go so far. Every day shining bright. In your eyes I see the light. Laugh and dance through the night. Can't believe this feels so right. Lover with you, love with you, feel so true, feel so new. Love with you, every moment just me and you. Love with you feels like a dream. Never wanna wake, it seems. Holding hands under the stars. With you I can go so far. Every day shining bright. In your eyes I see the light. Laugh and dance through the night. Can't believe this feels so right. Lover with you, love with you, feel so true, feel so new. Love with you, every moment just me and you. Lover with you, love with you, feel so true, feel so new. Love with you, every moment just me and you.
Getting from a Daiso. Like I said, it's not that much. My daughter ended up getting this, which is super cute. She uses it as a wallet, like a little change purse. This quality I really like. I'm obsessed with like glossy patent leather, plasticky, like how it feels. For me and my sensory, I love just feeling it. But this is like a perfect little wallet for her change and a little bit of cash. And it's cute because this is 50th anniversary Hello Kitty, and I like it. She likes it that it's black, so I thought that was really cute. And then this came in a set. I have this one. I gave the other one to my mom. So it is the Sanrio characters, my melody. It is 50th anniversary, and I keep like my mints and my warheads in here. If you don't know, I take those because they help me with my nausea, which I haven't been having crazy nausea lately, so I'm really, really happy. But this is more like a Ziploc closure, or I don't know how to describe this closure compared to my daughter's. I put this on her thing. I need to fix it because it's already coming off, but it's like an actual zipper. And then lastly, well, she has gotten this before, and I'm telling you, I love the plasticky, like, I just love how these feel. I don't know why, and I get so many pouches just if they have that satisfaction for me. This is hers, but she doesn't use it, so I'm gonna find a reason to use it. But then I also got these, which I'm using for my journaling, like my bullet journal, or maybe I should call it my accountability journal. That's what I have started. And these just make it look a little prettier, and I like that it came in a case. And that's it. My husband did get some pens. My daughter got a different lip balm, and my husband also got a notebook, and that hardly came out to anything. Like, that store is cheap, like a dollar store, but I love the quality, and of course it's Sanrio, and asked me 2-3 years ago about Sanrio, and I probably wouldn't have even known any of the characters, and now I know all of them because of my daughter. That's just the way it goes. I want to show you because I actually decided to start displaying my art. I had them all put away, and I just was like, why don't I show things that I have done that I'm proud of or I feel good about doing? So I started a wall. I really like it. I will take you over there in a second. I take so much time in creating that stuff because it gives me so much peace, but it gives me just as much peace to lay in my bed and stare at the wall. So yeah, I decided I am going to definitely keep that up. I'm usually like, I already had this gallery wall of like me and my husband. Those are like our wedding pictures when we were in high school, and then when I was pregnant. So I wasn't sure if I wanted to have something on both sides, but I'm liking it, and I think I'll keep it here until it starts driving me nuts. Sometimes clutter just like starts messing with me, but right now it's bringing me a lot of peace. And last video I told you I wanted to clean up this corner, and I did. You can tell like my printer and everything is on a totally different, like I got a totally different shelf for it. Okay, I'm out of breath. I said I wasn't having pot symptoms yesterday. I am today. I haven't had them in a while, so I'll take it. It's okay. Totally fine. And let me go ahead and show you the things that I have. This is my wall. Obviously, there's a blank space here. I have plenty of art. It'll get filled up. And this is just all, these are my own sketches, my own sketch that I colored in. These are like adult coloring books, I guess you would, what they call them. So those are my colorings, but not my drawings. And then just Again, colorings, not drawings. Coloring, not drawings. And then down here is a card that I got from somebody for participating in their awareness campaign. And they sent me a card. I don't think they knew that I liked peacocks, but I do. And there's actually now 3 on this wall if you look. But I don't know, it brings me a lot of peace. There's so much detail that goes into this that it makes me proud. You know? I take my time. And it's such a release for me from my anxiety. Sketched it, colored and everything. Just a random one. So that's my wall. That's my wall. My little art corner. Because all my art stuff is kind of just hanging out right here. Not all of it, but a lot of it. Another thing I decided to do in my bathroom is frame some of the drawings that I have sketched. And I made like a collage of some of the ones. So each square is a different one that I have done at a different time and shaded. And I have that on display in my bathroom. Okay, that's it. I am actually going to try to get some of my things done that I talked about on my accountability journal. I really am trying to keep a ledger of what I can do, how I'm feeling, and not so much making myself feel bad if I don't get to those things, but trying to see not how many times I can get to it, but just trying to empower myself. That's the word. I'm trying to empower myself. So I'm gonna get going so I can do that. I hope you guys are having a good day and night. Take care.